I would rather not go for a meeting. I would rather just sit in my room.
How I do, my dearest family? Welcome again to Direct TV, bringing to the truth with Brother Joshua. Right into this video, guys, I'm still again with the man of God, Reverend Dr. Chris. So, while I was just rewatching the last service with the man of God, Pastor Chris at the Ippc, I actually thought I should bring this to a lot of us because yeah, I was brought to tears while worshiping God during the Thanksgiving service. But I thought a lot of people need to know why they need to thank God and why and how they should do it. Okay, so this video is very important. Pay attention to some of the instructions Pastor will give in this video because they will help you to prepare your 2025 and what to do towards the ending of this 2025, guys. So it's very important. So before we dive into the video, for those of you coming very newly to my channel, quickly hit the subscribe button, subscribe, like today's video, guys, and then let's watch this. I'll be right back.
Meeting. I believe it was on Monday when we started that I was talking to you about the messages that I share with you on communion services when I tell you this month, this is the message of the month. And I told you how that came about. So it's not something like, okay, what are we going to do this month? What will be the nice topic for this month? I showed you how it came by revelation and direction of the Spirit. And I only hold meetings as directed by the Spirit. I would rather not go for a meeting. I would rather just sit in my room. I can do a lot without going out. See? So it matters to me what the purpose of a meeting that I'm going to be attending. Yes. Why do we have it? Why does God want it? So a Thanksgiving service is designed differently. And always remember, especially pastors, ministers of the gospel, always remember that when we have a service, when we hold, we call it service, okay? A meeting, when God's people come together. Remember that when we do those meetings, we're not doing them to ourselves. So our satisfaction is not part of the deal. It's not how happy we are with the meeting. Are we satisfied? Did we like it? Did we enjoy it? All those things got nothing to do with it. It's always, what did he want? Did we do what he wanted? That's all. For me, that's all I care about. That's what matters. It's not how the people loved it, how it blessed them, because we can bless people with anything that God has given us. But I'm dealing here with purpose. I live a life of purpose. It's my absolute conviction and absolute direction. So, when we, now, part of the service today is also an ordination service. Which also means that the whole thing's been designed in that direction. That's thanksgiving, ordination. As I understand, anyway, I'll get to that. So I want to read you a couple of scriptures, just so you get yourself ready. Nehemiah chapter 11, verse 17. You have lots of names there. But just remember, that verse is coming somewhere. So it begins with the word "and." But just a little part that I want to pick for you. And Mattaniah, the son of Micah, the son of Zabdi, the son of Asaph, was the principal to begin the thanksgiving in prayer. Did you see that? He was the principal to begin the thanksgiving prayer. In other words, this Levite was given an assignment to lead the thanksgiving prayer. It was a thanksgiving prayer. For example, if you read in the complete Jewish Bible, it says, and Mattaniah, the son of Micah, the son of Zabdi, the son of Asaph, the leader who began the thanksgiving prayer. He calls it a thanksgiving prayer because there are different kinds of prayers. This was a thanksgiving prayer. You see it? So we do have a thanksgiving prayer. It's important to recognize that. In Proverbs chapter Psalm 50, Proverbs 50. Psalm 50. Go to verse 14. Offer unto God thanksgiving, and pay thy vows unto the Most High. And call upon me in the day of trouble. I will deliver thee, and thou shalt glorify me. Did you see that? Offer unto God thanksgiving, and pay thy vows unto the Most High. Now, vows are very important to God. Vows. And I want to talk about the vow of prayer and thanksgiving, because there are different kinds of vows. A vow is to God like I explained something, epangelma in the Greek, in the New Testament, a promise of commitment that can be taken as delivered. In other words, you can count it done. When he uses the term vow here, there are many things that would not have happened to certain individuals in the Bible had they not made a vow. They had to make a vow. This is a different kind of vow from maybe they were raising money for church building and you say, I pledge or vow to give so amount. No. This is a vow often made from a heart of thanksgiving, appreciation to God, love of Him, or even in a place of dire need, trouble, or pain. And one makes that vow, and you make it from your heart. And to God, it is a commitment. It's called a promise. Your heart is so connected to it that you joyfully give it. You see it? And in times of thanksgiving, you're praising. That means you're offering thanks. Thanks. Prayers of thanksgiving. That's praise. You do it in songs. You do it in confessions of His love, greatness, deliverances. What has the Lord done in your life? You look at your life and you say to yourself, if it had not been the Lord, who am I among so many? You look at yourself. You remember where the Lord picked you. Maybe it was not even you. Maybe He picked your father, your grandfather. Maybe. But you look back and see your trajectory. Look at where you're coming from to have arrived at where you are. How much honor God has given you. How much honor God has given you. That is a heart of praise, thanksgiving. I was nothing. You see how God told him in the Old Testament, children of Israel. He said, remember, you were slaves in Egypt. He said, remember, you were slaves in Egypt, and I brought you out. He said, remember. What do you remember? Where would you have been? What was the direction of your life? Maybe if you don't remember yours, where was your father going? Where was your grandfather going? Maybe they didn't know God. That's where you would have gone. But look at you. Even the way you are dressed today, would you have been in clothes like this? Would you have been in a meeting like this? Don't think about anybody else. You. The children you have, would you have had them? The family you have, do you think you would have had this family that you have? Look what the Lord has done. So when we start praising, pour your heart before the Lord, because that is the place where the real thanksgiving begins. That is the place. At the point, the choir will be singing praises. While we're singing those praises, we will be offering prayers, singing, making melody to the Lord, praying prayers of thanksgiving, and as the Lord stirs your spirit, give an offering. There are different times as we praise. Give an offering. Don't give just once. Did you hear what I said? Give an offering. Give an offering. Make a vow. Do you get it? Thanksgiving time is also a time of making a vow. What did Jacob ask? He said, oh God, if you will be with me in this direction of my life and make it possible for me to return to the land of promise. He says, not only will the Lord be my God, he said, of everything that you give me, I'll give a tithe to you. And I want you to notice, if you take me again to the land of promise, in the land of promise, I will give the tithe unto you. You have been born into the land of promise. You have arrived there. You are there. Live the vow. Then you will enjoy the heritage of Jacob. You see it? It tells us about the heritage of Jacob. You want the heritage of Jacob? You will not only inherit the blessings, you will inherit the vow. Lift your hands. Thank you.
Alright, my dearest family, there you have it with the man of God. I personally highly esteem Reverend Dr. Chris Oyakhilome, DSC, DSC, DD. So you've heard the several, words he has shared in this video, and I thought of it that towards this beginning or the ending of 2024 into 2025, a lot of us need to thank God. You see, there are many reasons to thank God, and thank God Pastor Chris has given how you should do so. A lot of people don't understand what thanksgiving means, but I bet that while listening to this video you might have gotten an insight on how you should thank him and what you should do while thanking him. So because it is indeed a really great month, God has been faithful and he has brought us from the beginning of the year to this part of the year. It is something to thank God for. So let me know in the comment section what blessed you in today's video. For those of you coming very newly to my channel, hit the subscribe button, subscribe and like today's video, guys. I'll see you in my next video. Bye.